Hey guys, welcome to week 3 or vlog 3 of learning to spin a basketball on my middle finger. So, last week we focused on the implementation of augmented feedback as a method of improving my overall performance and technique of the skill, and that specifically involved the utilization of the knowledge of performance or knowledge of results methods. So this vlog, I am implementing the use of variable blocked practice, and that involves implementing a change variable to the skill being practiced and completing multiple trials of each change before moving on to the next, thus the practice being in blocks, as it says in the title. So the changes involved should only establish a small variable change, which introduces an additional practice alternative, rather than completely changing the whole skill entirely. So, variable blocked practice benefits athletes as it limits boredom when completing the same skill repetitively. Furthermore, comparisons can be made between different versions of the task to extract what actions are necessary to achieve the overall goal of the skill. So, these actions may not be obvious while completing the original skill repetitively, and thus, variable blocked practice enhances the ability to progress towards an autonomous stage of learning. So the variable I'm manipulating in the skill is the ball. So we've been using a basketball over the previous weeks. So in the following videos, I'll represent 3 trials with 3 different balls. Each trial will consist of 3 attempts, highlighting the blocked practice techniques. So trial 1 represents our control variable. Obviously, we're going to be using a basketball. And trial 2 will introduce a different ball with much less grip, so we're going to be using a soccer ball. And trial 3 will use a ball with a different shape, which will be a rugby ball. It's going to be much more difficult, but we might be able to identify some new techniques which we can implement into spinning the basketball on my finger for the next week. So we've got trial 1 with our control variable, the basketball, which we've been using each week for every vlog. So here we go. Alright, so we got trial 2, different ball. We've got a soccer ball now. It's got much less grip compared to the basketball. And let's see how we go. 3 attempts. Alright, so we got trial 3, different ball again. This one's probably the most difficult. It's a different shape. It's a rugby ball. A lot of grip. However, spinning an oval on the finger might be much more difficult compared to a basketball. So let's see what we can identify. Okay, so as you can see, there were some differing techniques and actions involved with each ball variant. However, an area of performance which was highlighted by practicing with each ball was the placement of my finger. So I found greater success when I placed my finger directly in the center of each ball, utilizing the flat surface of my finger rather than the tip or the point where the nail is. This was due to having much more surface area, which means that the ball didn't veer left or right off my finger as frequently. An important part of variable practice though is the ability to retain information. So greater performance is found in variable blocked practice compared to constant practice, as information is more likely to be retained and implemented due to increased interest in practicing once a new variable has been introduced or implemented. So in saying this, I have implemented a bonus clip with just the basketball on a separate day after the trials had been complete. Alright guys, so it's the day after the trials. Just want to see if I retain that information and can use it to enhance my performance when it comes to spinning the basketball on my finger. So from yesterday we came out of it knowing that I should be spinning it on the flat surface of my finger rather than the tip or the point where my nail is, just to increase that surface area so it doesn't veer left or right off my finger. So we'll have 3 attempts and we'll see how my performance is. I'll give it one more. Alright guys, just to conclude up the vlog and thus this week's practice, we're just going to take a look at how we can implement our previous method of augmented feedback, which was knowledge of results, to create a comparison between the results of the basketball spins between both days shown in the video, to identify a new strategy which we can hopefully implement next vlog/next week. So on the variable blocked practice day, I was able to spin the basketball on my finger for a total of 3.6 seconds. And on the day of retention, shown in that bonus clip, I spun the ball on my finger for 4.1 seconds, which was a 0.5 second improvement, which was pretty good. This represented how the retention levels introduced with variable blocked practice was able to benefit my overall performance of spinning the ball on my middle finger. So next week, I'm going to look at implementing balance with my other arm to see if I can improve my overall balance when I'm spinning the ball on my right hand on my right middle finger. I've found that I've been leaning a little bit to the left and right as I keep my arms straight, parallel to my body while I'm spinning the ball on my right hand, and see if that can improve my performance next week. So that's it for this week, and I'll see you later.